So before I get to work on the first shed, bought my cat food when I was in Fairbanks. Now look, it's kitten food. $300 worth of kitten food. This would have cost me $450 at the grocery store here. That's why I bought so much. That'll last for 3 to 4 months. So I am happy with this purchase, but I don't like going to Fairbanks because every time I do, I spend too much money. I also got a new lamp post or lamp, whatever you want to call it. Comes with a little like light blue lampshade, and I will put that 1970s lamp in the yard sale. And I also got one for the bedroom to replace that lamp. Also, I bought some picture frames, and I will buy some prints and put them up where the pictures were in this house. I also bought some markers to put near the stones so I don't step on them during the winter time when I plug in the truck. And I also bought a couple of spotlights to put outside. I ordered those online. They're on their way. In the backyard opposite the bedroom window, I decided to put a birdhouse, and underneath the birdhouse, a little dish of water. I also put one bird feeder near the picnic table. I'm only feeding the birds during the winter, so another month and a half before I fill that up. And I have a good view of that from the second living room window, so you never know. Maybe I get some birds. Definitely going to get squirrels. I know people are going to say hang it higher, but my thinking was when there's a bit of snow, putting the ladder in the snow and climbing that, and you know, I wanted it to be so I could just reach it with, but you know, it's not squirrel proof, so squirrels are going to get to it even if I put it up at the top of the tree. So it's staying where it is for now. If I have problems, I'll just move it. I also put a water bowl here. That's mainly for the rabbit. I know he hangs around this area a lot. He doesn't need it. He gets his water from, you know, the leaves and the stems and everything, but it doesn't hurt to leave a little water out here, even for the birds. And I have the second bird feeder here near the water well, also low, yes, but I have a perfect shot of that from my work table. And last but not least, a water bowl for the rabbit here, because this is where he goes into the forest and his home's somewhere back there. Not too far. I have a feeling it's that brush, if you can see it, right about there. So if he wants some water, there's some water. No tips necessary. And what I decided to do when I clean out the sheds is do one by one, and I'm going to be surprised, and I thought you guys are going to be surprised. I'm not looking beforehand what's in everything. I'll do one shed at a time. We can get grossed out together by whatever's in the boxes and the containers, or maybe we find something that's pretty neat. So we're going to start on the shed that's in the worst condition first. It's also the one that has, I think, the least amount of stuff in it. So let's get to work. And I think what's important is like this big pot over there. What's garbage to me may not be garbage to someone else. So a few of this stuff I'll be putting in the yard sale, but I'm going to sweep a little, and whatever I open, I'm going to do it in front of the camera so you can see what jumps out and attacks me. Husky gloves. Definitely putting on these because I don't like the way some of this stuff looks. I'll edit the video if something gets really slow, like sweeping. I'll throw some stuff outside, what I'm going to put in the yard sale, or what's just junk. Let's sweep first. Sweeping's pointless because this is a rug, but if I'm going to do it, I might as well do it right. And what I'm thinking is, this is the room I'm going to put all the garbage, or this is the shed I'm going to put all the garbage, because, you know, This isn't going to collapse anytime soon, just maybe that part of the roof. But I can actually sweep right out the bottom floor there. I'm not going to sweep it to make it perfect. I'm just going to sweep it to get as much trash as I can out of there. You know, I don't care about a few leaves. Maybe one day I can get the roof fixed. Then this place wouldn't be that bad. I would definitely take out the rugs. Although they're nailed in. These are just garbage. I'm actually going to leave that there, and I'll start putting the garbage in this corner. No point in carrying this board out just to carry it back in. There's a garbage can. You can save it for the shed. That garbage can I'll hose down and put in maybe the garage. Here we have Quaker State, something for the car, just garbage and a piece of wood. I'll save this garbage can also. This is great. I actually need one of these because I got a particular flag I want to put outside the house. I ordered it, it's coming. Saving this for me. Even my own junk is kind of my own treasure, at least in that case. 3 bags filled with stuff. I really don't like being surprised in a moist kind of place. You know, some kind of for his old satellites. Stuff like this, I really don't know what to do with because I can't bring electronics to the dump. So stuff like this is exactly what I'm going to be sticking in the corner, electronics and stuff that I can't normally bring to the dump. There's a jacket I'm never going to wear. Okay, it's not a jacket. What is this? Looks like some kind of a cover that's mildew. It's going in the trash. Another cover that's going in the trash. Cans of, let's hope this is cans of motor oil. Nope, just jars. This I have to consider keeping or consider selling at the yard sale. People here love buying jars. I don't know why. I guess most of them are making like jam at home. I don't make jam. I don't really have a purpose to keep jars, but I may keep a couple. Got some books, magazines. Otis. What's the condition of these? Ah, they're all ruined. If they were something, you know, oh, he's got Playboy. You can't show that on eBay. We got more Playboy. He's got more Playboy. Boy, these smell bad. More Playboy. I like that they were in good condition. Another one, because you could sell these. So I'm going to look through those. And Martin Sheen. What year is this from? I'm not sure what year this is from. 2008. Okay, so these two are not in good condition. Garbage. The hamper. You know, something like this I'll wash down, put it in the yard sale. Now I'm going to take the Playboy and I'll be back in a couple of hours. Those are from the early 70s, so that's something for eBay. As long as they're not in bad condition, I would sell it. Just metal garbage. Piece of tin. Empty battery fluid. A pot. Hopefully there's no rump roast in there. No, there's garbage. This will go in the yard sale because it's actually a decent pot if they clean it off. There's a metal thing that's going in the garbage. There's also something I want to explain. Some of the metal stuff, even that board, there is a spot, a big spot behind the workshop as well as behind these sheds where there's metal sheets and all rusted away. It's in the back hidden. Some of this stuff, you know, I'll just throw back there because I'm never going to take that stuff out. You never go behind the shed. You never go behind the workshop or the garage. So some of this stuff I'll just be throwing out back where he's been throwing this stuff for years. Something like this, I can always use somewhere. Even it's for in the middle of the driveway. You know, to keep someone from running into something that I have. Stuff like that I would keep. I guess here's an old fishing chair. That's gone in the garbage, broken. The other thing is, I'm not going to sweep anymore in here because the dust and everything is coming up and that's definitely not healthy. This rotten gym bag garbage. Got another flagpole for me. Keep that. Got some tin stuff I'll just dump in the back. A lot of metal and tin. I don't need this stuff. Looks like some rope. That's garbage. and some anti-acid packages. Garbage. Dog bowls, I'll put them in the yard sale. Smoker, barbecue, wood chips. And I think this place is the least healthy place to be in, so everything for the yard sale I'll put in the other shed. These are just metal pieces. Now see this grill? It's too bad it's rusty. So I can't put that at the yard sale. But can't dump it. Actually, I'm just going to leave it in here now that I'm thinking about it, because I'm not coming in this shed anymore after I go through everything. This is just a shed for garbage. A do not enter shed. Unless you're a squirrel. These are cooking stuff for the grill, but it's all rusted. And this grill thing, but that's completely rusted. Here we have a nice pressure can cooker. You can't see it? I'll show it to you. That's covered and not rusty or anything. So that will go in the yard sale. Last but not least, this is going to be empty Windfresh containers I will never need. You know, in this bench right here, it's my garbage. Oh, there's more garbage. There's a squeak. I don't know what these are called. It's rusted. It's rusted. I don't need rusted tools. This bench is something someone may want. You know, again, at the yard sale, they can just take this. It's in good condition. I'll get the truck and be able to bring this out to the garage. That's where I'm putting everything for the yard sale, out in the garage. So that's okay. I don't need this anywhere. You know, I guess I can sit on it, but if no one takes it at the yard sale, I would keep it and probably keep it in the garage, because I have nothing else to do with my life. And that's it. Over there, there's a little tin covering a hole in the floor. So, 3 more bags that I'm afraid to open, and then I'm done with this room. So I don't think the stand's gonna hold up. It's too windy. This is a couple of days I had to wait to get to these bags. Still haven't looked in them. because it was raining on and off. It's the rainy time of the year now. And what that basically means in this area is it doesn't rain like a downpour of rain. It's constant drizzle for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and then it stops for 5 or 10 minutes, and then it drizzles again for 10 or 15 minutes. It's been doing this the past 2 days, but now we finally got some sunlight, no rain. Nice day, but we have wind warnings for the next 48 hours. And those 2 days are supposed to be no rain, but now we have the wind warning. And that didn't last. And it is windy, and I don't think you'll hear me anyhow if the camera is out there. So I will set up the camera inside this shed when I unpack the 2 bags. So I think that's a good spot. You'll be able to see me and hear me. I really don't like picking up these bags. That's the trash from the other day. Well, this is nothing I want. Bunch of fake flowers. They all look like this. The whole bag is full of them. And purple ones. So, you know, I guess yard sale. Bag of flowers, $1. Bag number 2. More flowers. Okay, I'm starting to think these are a lot of flowers. The other bag might just be plastic flowers. And the final bag, flowers. Oh, big flowers. So, that's the bags. There's no reason to dump all this out and then put it back in to show you everything that looks the same. They're just a bunch of plastic plants and flowers. So that's going to be it for shed number 1. I'll bring these plastic flowers to the garage where I'm putting all this stuff for the yard sale next summer. And the next video we'll be doing the second shed, which is actually the shed with the least amount of stuff in it. So that's going to be a really short video, but I'll see you then.